Okay. Yeah, like I said, I'm tired of waiting on that stuff. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna watch some death battles. I'm tired of dealing with Dragon Ball content. I'm sick of it. It's just I'm ready to talk about something else. It's going on my Tito's Entertainment channel too, but I'm just tired of Dragon Ball content at this point. I might revisit it in the future, but yeah, I'm tired of it right now. Okay, which one would I want to watch first? Mm, I watch I'll watch an older one. Ones I like. I'm not gonna watch the ones that don't have an interest in to me. Let's see. I wanted to watch Dante and Bayonetta. Honestly, I watched that one first. I kind of like that one. Da, 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 da. Yeah, why it's not in here? It's kind of weird. That it's probably way at the bottom. Can I search it? That's Death Battle. Huh. They must have took it down or something. I don't know what's going on with this. I just feel like watching some stuff.
We all came in together. We're gonna live together. Bravo will be deploying on a long-term op.
Let's go. We got this.
Yeah, I really do need an ad blocker because this stuff is lame. I hadn't seen a good YouTube ad yet. All of them are lame. They're all ridiculously lame. Just lame, man.
Let's see what you can do. Let's dance. Here we go. In your face. In my sight. Keep it in style. Have some. I am the greatest warrior. All right. Here's the finale.
I don't know if it'll happen like that in real life, but let's go on.
I just said, look.
Don't care. Why is not finding out the I'll watch that one later. I might just have to search it myself because I don't think they're gonna put it up. I don't know why it's not pulling up. Let's see. Don't know why, because it's weird. Anyway.
We all came in together. We're gonna live together.
Bravo will be deploying on a long-term op.
Let's go. We got this.
Dude, you coming?
Because the only thing dripping should be your style.
YouTube commercials are so
Fizz
freaking lame. I'm sick and tired of this crap.
Winter Warriors with Alka-Seltzer Plus cold and flu relief.
This episode of Death Battle
The lamest stuff ever.
is brought to you by Angry Video Game Nerd 2, Assimilation. Pre-order on Steam right now to save 10% and get the soundtrack free. For some action heroes, it's not enough to just save the world.
They've got to look good doing it.
Dante, the Devil Hunter.
And Bayonetta, the Umbra Witch. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Take a walk down Slum Avenue and you'll find all sorts of hangouts for the scum of the underworld. The Bullseye Bar, a random strip club, and even a rundown service shop called Devil May Cry.
But the services they're selling aren't like washing your car or fixing your plumbing. Oh no! Long as you got the cash, this shop specializes in delivering demonic beatdowns. Who's crazy enough to try making a living this way, you ask? His name is Dante.
From the very beginning, Dante's life was always unusual. Born from the unholy union of a human mother and a demon father, Dante and his twin brother Virgil had their first supernatural encounter at the young age of 8.
Yeah, see, his demon dad was a badass who single-handedly conquered the underworld and imprisoned its demon emperor, Mundus. But after Dad died, Mundus' minions
Gotta love the story, though.
take some revenge by
Not that much.
slaughtering his family, leaving Dante an orphan. Bummer. Hate it when that happens.
With his mother gone and his brother assumed dead, Dante was left with only one option: become the ultimate demon hunter and perpetuate the cycle of vengeance.
This party's getting crazy. Let's rock.
Despite the dangerous nature of his occupation, Dante always maintains a carefree spirit while dispatching devils of the underworld.
It's part of his charm. Hell, when you've
'Cause
got
he's
a
so much
melody
stronger
like
than them.
Dante's, why not be a little cocky? He's faster than the mortal
That
eye
would be
can
two of the
see,
fastest
strong
powers.
enough to grapple with the underworld's toughest demons, and straight up man enough to shake
would be
off
two.
being stabbed through the chest like every goddamn day.
That's
turned into
thanks
a
to
demon.
his regenerative ability.
When he stabbed through the
In
chest.
fact, all of that is made possible due to his demonic heritage, and made even more deadly by his plethora of weapons. His favorites being his dual pistols and enormous sword.
Unlimited
Like any
ammo.
proud weapon owner, he gives his tools of destruction pet names. His guns, Ebony and Ivory, specialize in long-range shots and rapid-fire barrages, respectively. These hand cannons are so powerful, they can each obliterate demons in a single shot.
I think that look suits you better.
Rebellion is a large magical sword given to him by his pops, which can cut any demon down to size in the blink of an eye. He's also got his brother's sword, Yamato, which can cut through dimensions.
Throughout his adventures, Dante also
Only in that one movie.
collected a wide assortment of additional weaponry called Devil Arms, physical manifestations of powerful demons he has defeated.
Remember Mega Man? It's that, but on steroids.
His armored Gilgamesh gauntlets increase his striking power, letting him shatter huge monoliths with a lethal 1-inch punch.
With Lucifer, the backpack, not the devil, Dante basically throws infinite lightsabers. He's also got an electric guitar, which is literally electric. Ice-powered nunchucks, grenade launchers, shotguns, and I kid you not, a briefcase that can transform into 666 different weapons.
Easily one of my
ranging
favorite
from
characters.
a giant Beyblade to a flying turret
In
gun.
the whole gaming
Where
and
does
anime.
he possibly keep all this stuff?
Really, really deep pockets.
Yeah, I've always wanted that too. He got all these weapons. I think, Dante was first before God of War. Devil May Cry came first. Yeah, I think Devil May Cry came first. That was one of the leading hack and slash things before God of War, Ninja Gaiden. They had all these weapons where you can just stash them away. So, excuse me. It started at first with all these different weapons. Then you had Kratos. Ninja Gaiden was good too because he has Ryu in Ninja Gaiden 2. He has a ton of weapons. In the first one too, he had a ton of weapons. But 2 is way better. I think 2 was the best in the whole franchise.
Or perhaps it's one of his styles, abilities he's also acquired from defeating demon bosses. With Doppelganger style, he can duplicate himself. With Trickster style, he can teleport instantly. With Royal Guard style, he becomes a nigh-impervious dreadnought, and he can even slow down time with the Quicksilver style.
On the rare occasion Dante feels he needs to get serious, he enters the Devil Trigger, a transformation which taps into his demonic heritage to unleash his true devil form. Devil Trigger dramatically increases his strength, speed, and healing power, and he can fly!
Being so well armed, Dante is more than capable of handling entire hordes of demons on his own, although this doesn't stop some of his allies from joining in from time to time. This includes Trish, a demon lady who occasionally fights alongside him, and happens to resemble his deceased mother. Talk about giving somebody an Oedipus complex.
Hey, if I may quote an old family saying, if she's not directly related, she's safe to be dated.
That explains a lot. Luckily, and quite surprisingly, that avenue was never explored. Thank God.
Dante is a walking, talking, feat-achieving machine. One time, after getting impaled by 4 demons at once, he pushed one so hard it exploded and dropped a ceiling fan on the other 3, all while eating a slice of pizza. Oh, and when their friends showed up, he challenged them to a game of billiards. He won.
Dante has run down the side of a building so fast he caught fire, similar to a spacecraft re-entering the atmosphere at approximately 17,000 miles per hour.
And he's even capable of taking out others just as overpowered as himself. Like his brother, Virgil, who was not dead, but evil.
They're kind of even. He lost the first time, and then second time was kind of a tie-ish. So they're kind of dead even. So it's all down to skill level, who wins in the fight. But they're basically even though they just fight. But they're even.
He stopped a colossal punch from this titanic monster without breaking a sweat, shrugged off bombardment by meteor.
With that monster was already dead. So by the time he stopped, he was able to stop him. Nero had already. I played the game, so that's Nero had already kind of defeated the monster from the inside.
and eventually avenged his mother by defeating the demon lord Mundus in space.
You may be asking yourself, can anything stop this guy? Yes, Dante does have a limit to how much punishment he can take, but
His brother. That's the only person that's ever beat him. Really, his brother. Because you can even go up through the series, and Devil May Cry 5 also. One that's really just defeated Dante was his brother.
if there's anything that could take him down, it's his own cocky attitude.
Jackpot.
In the words of the ancient Chinese philosopher Lao Tzu, there is no greater danger than underestimating your opponent.
I'm gonna have to disagree with old Lousy here. Pretty sure there's no greater danger than telling a woman those pants do in fact make her ass look fat.
You bastard!
And jackpot. Well, la-dee-da. Try Little Caesar's Panzeroni Pepperoni with over 100 old world pepperonis.
Pizza, pizza.
So a man who's capable of aggression but has it under control is a way more useful.
I don't care.
From the angels of Paradiso to the demons of Inferno, there is a name feared by both the light and the dark, and her name is Bayonetta.
To any normal guy walking down the street, she may look like your average 7-foot-tall gargantuan Amazon woman with good fashion sense. But Bayonetta is actually one of the last Umbra witches, a clan of mystics allied with
That has no
humankind.
chance against Dante, by the way.
Named Cereza upon birth,
But Dante's
she
a whole
spent her early
demon.
life growing up an outcast due to her parents being from rival clans. Her father, a Lumen Sage, and her mother, an Umbra Witch.
See, the sages and witches had one rule to follow. Don't make babies with the opposite clan because, according to prophecy, it would bring on the destruction of the universe. So, naturally, it was only a matter of time before somebody couldn't keep it in their pants. Pulling out works every time, but the last time.
You would know. With the pact now broken, war ensued between the two factions. In the end, only two witches survived, Cereza and her rival/future friend, Jean. Hoping to prevent the apocalypse, Jean used a special dagger to seal away Cereza's memories and put her into a 500-year-long coma.
When Cereza woke up from her epic power nap, she took on her new name, Bayonetta, and set out to find her lost memories. Luckily for her, she had just the right weapon for the job. Her hair!
As an Umbra witch, not only does her hair serve as her clothing,
Which I'm having a really hard time deciding whether or not that's hot or just disgusting.
she can also use it to summon the demon Madama Butterfly to aid her in battle. This technique, the Wicked Weaves, creates portals for the giant demon to deliver devastating punches and kicks.
Bayonetta can also walk on walls and ceilings with Witch Walk, and even transform into animals to fly, run super fast, and dodge attacks.
But her most useful technique is Witch Time. By slowing down time itself, Bayonetta can dodge practically anything while unleashing a barrage of attacks.
Bayonetta is basically a tall, sexy armory. She wields gauntlets called Durga, which attack with fire and electricity, a huge sight that rots the souls of its victims, and a friggin' lightsaber
I've never
called
played this
Sword
game.
Tongue. She has
I
a
want
bow
to,
that
though.
fires poison arrows, a chainsaw made of dragon scales, a massive hammer that can cause
First and the
earthquakes
second one,
with
I just
every strike,
want to see
and
how
even
good it
ice
plays.
skates, which attack with ice, obviously.
But her most beloved weapons are her 4-pistol set.
Looks like
called
it's a fun
Love
game.
is Blue. Rather than swap between them like a normal person, she somehow manages to wield all of them at once by using
Her
not
feet.
only her hands but also her feet.
Don't know how she does it, but
That work. Does she have like some kind of weird thumbs on her ankles or something? That would kind of detract from the hotness factor just a bit. Oh my god! She's covered in hair and she uses her feet like hands. She's a monkey! Monkey witch!
This is awkward.
I highly doubt that. She probably just uses some sort of magic.
Probably
Speaking
does.
of magic, when Bayonetta wants to unleash her full potential, she triggers her Umbran Climax, which increases her strength and lets her summon Madama Butterfly's full unrestrained power. When fully unleashed, Madama Butterfly can shatter huge meteors by headbutting them.
Climax. By herself, Bayonetta has pulled off some impressive feats. She's strong enough to kick military jets into the air, headbutt skyscrapers across the city, and even throw satellites with her legs in outer space. Oh, by the way, she can survive outer space.
Using Witch Time, she was able to defeat this thing in only a matter of real-time seconds. Even without Witch Time, her reaction speed is astronomical. For example, when a Lumen Sage stopped time to position newly fired bullets about 3 feet behind her, she managed to not only turn and identify the incoming threat, but also dodge all 16 of them. Considering regular bullets travel around 2,500 feet per second, she must have pulled all that off in less than 1,000th of a second.
And then there's that one time when she killed God. You know, by scissoring her hair with guns and punching the creator's soul across the entire solar system into the sun?
Okay, obviously Bayonetta's feats and abilities are absolutely ridiculous, but she is sometimes rather inconsistent.
Despite her reaction time, she's been caught off guard by enemies ranging from a half-god called Lobster, or something like that, and even a plant monster that managed to grab her out of the air.
But regardless of whatever weaknesses she may have, Bayonetta's achieved more than anyone could possibly imagine despite being 100% human.
Wait, she is human? Dibs.
Alright, let's dance, baby.
Alright, the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
But first, we made another video game, and it sure would be swell if you buy it. The Nerd is back for an all-new adventure. Crush your enemies. Navigate new puzzles.
This version of Dante.
Little Caesar's Panzeroni Pepperoni with over 100 old
This version of Dante is overpowered.
We all came in together. We're gonna live together.
Bravo will be deploying on a long-term op.
Let's go. We got this.
I hate YouTube commercials. They make you watch all of them, and they all suck. No one cares about these movies. No one cares about that garbage tail pizza. No one cares about this bull crap. No one cares. I don't care about this commercial at all. I will never watch this junk. I don't even want that stuff. No one's gonna subscribe to that bull crap. No one is gonna do this junk. No one cares about these stupid tail commercials. They all suck. So first chance I get, I'll get YouTube Premium because I'm sick of this garbage. That garbage. They interrupt your program for some bull crap that you don't even really care about. The ads aren't even that good. I can understand if the ads were good, like on the ads on Twitch are way better. These ads just suck. They show you things no one cares about. One commercial was just an ad about someone pouring water into a glass. What the hell kind of ad is that? What are you trying to get me to buy? It's just weird. People are weird. They have commercials about anything. A roach crawling across the floor. What kind of ad is that? Who's gonna buy? What are you trying to sell? This doesn't make any sense to me.
Another wandering lost soul, I see.
Whoa. Lost? Nah. I'm looking for something called a left eye. Care to give me a hand? Could be fun.
I see. But if you're looking for the left eye, that would either make you an angel... or a demon.
Boy!
Get back! Take this! Too slow. Take this! What a disappointing finish.
That all you got, sister?
Ah, looks like you're more of a man than I thought.
Come on!
No touching. What?
Haven't used this in a while. Still got it. In the money. Jackpot.
You're a naughty boy hitting a girl like that. You need to be taught a lesson.
Now this is what I'm talking about.
If you like that, you're gonna love this.
Phew! Your breath stinks!
This is where we part ways, love.
After you.
Dante!
Come on, Trish. You missed.
Oh, don't be a baby. Let's finish her off.
Jean?
Cereza, having some guy trouble?
Not to worry, I've got this one handled.
Wait, we're getting paid for this one, right?
Come on.
This is gonna hurt! Bye-bye!
Always like the cool ones.
What's wrong? Can't keep up?
So close.
Where did you get that outfit? A thrift store? You're one to talk. That color looks terrible on you. Bitch!
Trish, wait!
Best pay attention, boy. Pretty or not,
Double trigger.
don't fuck with a witch.
Yamato.
No, that's not possible. Not possible.
Bullseye. How come I never meet any nice girls?
No one cares about that garbage.
Worst date ever.
Yeah, they even lost their friends. I think. What happened to Trish and John? Are they still fighting?
Well, I'll show you how I think it went down in my new show, DBX.
Oh, wait, what? Did you actually do analysis on your own?
Hell no. I'm just gonna make him fight.
You would. In what actually matters, it's true that Bayonetta's satellite throwing feat trumps any and all of Dante's physical displays of strength. However, Dante edges out in every other category.
His arsenal matched and exceeded Bayonetta's blow for blow. Hell, even a giant demon like Madama Butterfly is nothing new to this demon slayer for hire. But most of all, Bayonetta didn't have many ways to actually kill him. I mean, the dude shrugs off mortal wounds every day like they were nothing more than bug bites.
Yeah,
Both
pretty
can take
much.
a bullet, but unlike Dante, when Bayonetta's stabbed, it hurts. That's why avoiding attacks was her specialty.
But she could only dodge for so long against somebody like Dante. Early in their careers, Dante and Virgil obliterated each and every raindrop within a 12-foot radius.
Yeah, Dante's feats are way better, so he stood no chance. Let's see Virgil. I see Batman and Iron Man.
You will never trust a smile again.
This is not real.
It's real. Smile. Now playing only in theaters.
I don't want to watch it.
Dude, you coming?
Because I don't care.
Alka-Seltzer Plus Power Max Gels Cold and Flu Relief with more concentrated power. Because the only thing dripping should be your style. Plop, plop, fizz, fizz, Winter Warriors with Alka-Seltzer Plus.
I still don't care.
The great philosopher Plato once said, "The measure of a man is what he does with power."
But to these guys, power is the measure of a man.
Sephiroth, the fearsome one-winged angel of Final Fantasy.
And Virgil, the half-demon son of Sparta from Devil May Cry. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
A death battle.
Through the millennia, legends were passed of a source of unlimited energy, the Promised Land.
Let's see when it starts.
Unfortunately, all hope of finding this sacred ground had been lost, until the Shinra Electric Power Company excavated the remains of a being believed to hail from the very land they sought.
They called this weird Nick. Before we get to the bloody slicing and dicing, pick up some Blue Apron and slice and dice in your kitchen.
Pizza, pizza. Matthew,
Just
Little
bull
Caesars
crap
is now
commercial
the
no one
official
cares
pizza
about
of the
again.
NFL.
YouTube Premium is next on my list. Because I hate this BS. I hate this crap.
Bubbles, bubbles, bubbles. There are bubbles everywhere. As an Expedia member, you earn points on top of your airline miles. So you can go and see even more of all the world's bubbles.
I don't care. Who cares about bubbles? Who cares about this crap? I don't even care if it's about travel. I don't care. Doesn't matter.
Blue Apron's goal is to make incredible home cooking accessible to anyone. And it can, because it's the #1 fresh ingredient and recipe delivery service in the country.
With their easy-to-follow instructions, I whip me up a delicious meal in no time.
Blue Apron delivers fresh, pre-portioned ingredients and step-by-step recipes right to your door that can be cooked in under 45 minutes. The menu changes every week based on what's in season and is designed by Blue Apron's in-house culinary team.
You choose the plan that works best for you, whether you're making a meal for 2 people or your family of 4. There's tons of new recipes to choose from each week.
And if you want more than one, go for it. Depending on your plan, you can pick 2 to 4 meals from Blue Apron's delicious recipes every week.
Then there's my favorite, the wine plan, where you get 6 bottles of wine from renowned winemakers delivered monthly.
Blue Apron is treating Death Battle viewers to their first 3 meals with your first order if you visit blueapron.com/battle. That's a $30 value.
I've got dibs on the roasted chicken and maple butter with mashed sweet potato and collard greens.
Blue Apron sends only non-GMO ingredients and meat with no added hormones.
So check out this week's menu and get your $30 off with free shipping at blueapron.com/battle.
Blue Apron, a better way to cook.
But right now, it's time for a death battle!
You are powerful. I can see it.
Who are you?
Your despair.
On the fight. I don't care about the analysis itself. Just care about the fighting.
Okay, you're strong. But are you fast enough?
Don't move.
I suppose it can't be helped. They're fake.
Stop wasting my time. You're going down.
Behold the truth.
What is that?
Supernova. I saw you could pierce the fabric of our dimension, so I cast an illusion to disguise this. Witness oblivion. So you are.
KO! Extra crispy.
These two were extremely powerful swordsmen, but Sephiroth's cunning and stronger abilities led to his victory.
Wait a minute, I thought the lore said Virgil's sword could cut through anything. Why didn't it cut through Sephiroth's sword?
Yamato was a unique weapon, but its legend clearly exaggerated. On multiple occasions, it's clashed with Dante's blade and even a common rocket launcher without cutting through either, and sometimes requires an exuberant amount of force to cut through tougher material. But let's discuss the real facts.
Like strength. So Virgil with Beowulf could do 720 million newtons, right? But there aren't a lot of good Sephi strength feats to compare.
First, let's compare Sephiroth to a fellow first-class member of the soldier fighting force, who had also been experimented on with Genova cells, Zack Fair.
Remember him? He's the Knot Cloud guy who fought that dragon.
At his peak, Zack could cut through a large metal door with one swing, seemingly with most of his strength. Given the size and width of the door, this feat's sheer strength comes out to 980 million newtons.
And Seph was way stronger than Zack. In fact, if we look at their strength stats when they fought that dragon, Sephiroth was 3.5 times stronger than Zack,
putting Sephiroth's strength output at over 3 billion newtons. That's almost as much force as 30 Hiroshima bombs.
Strength isn't everything, though. Virgil was technically faster than Sephi, but Sephiroth has handled people of similar speeds before. Plus, Sephiroth could survive plenty of hits because his healing power is broken.
The capabilities of Virgil's healing factor was nearly unprecedented, but it had its limits. In contrast, Sephiroth's healing abilities were only limited by his pool of magic, which was unlimited.
Well, he also had to take some time to cast each healing spell, but that's why he distracted Virgil with his illusions.
We know Virgil was susceptible to illusionary and mental attacks, as it's happened to him multiple times and even led to his in-canon demise.
And Sephiroth's illusions could hide his ultimate technique. Yeah, Virgil's healing was pretty awesome, but it was never gonna hold up under an exploding sun to the face.
Virgil put up a good fight, but he couldn't match Sephiroth's superior strength, magic, and techniques.
Looks like this devil's cried for the last time.
the winner is Sephiroth.
I think I liked. Let's look at What's the other one I wanted to see? Oh yeah, Link vs. Cloud. That was a good one.
Find it, try it, paint it, love it. Find it, try it, paint it, love it. Find it, try it, paint it, love it, love it, love it.
Dumb. It's all dumb.
No matter what you're in the mood for, with the all-new Royal Crispy Chicken lineup at Burger King, you can't go wrong. Classic, cheesy, spicy, or tangy. Reward yourself with any of the all-new Royal Crispy Chicken sandwiches today, only at Burger King.
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by Omen. Oasis is a free and easy-to-use add-on for Omen Gaming Hub that creates a virtual room for you and up to 15 of your friends for private gaming and watch parties.
But Oasis isn't just any virtual room. With low latency, 720p, 30 FPS screen sharing, and seamless audio quality, you can quit worrying about technical difficulties, stop arguing over who has the worst internet connection, and get to playing.
Oasis is the best way to hang out when you, can't hang out.
Make sure you have the Omen Gaming Hub installed, then get the Oasis add-on to build your own gaming paradise.
Play together, watch together, chat together, share together, all with Oasis by Omen. Download Oasis on the Omen Gaming Hub and try the beta now. Link, the courageous and determined hero of Hyrule.
Cloud Strife, sword-swinging, spiky-haired Sephiroth Slayer.
Each are powerful warriors in their own right, but in a fight to the death, which one will win?
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
See Batman next versus Iron Man.
In the land of Hyrule was a hero so great, even a goddess favored him. Destined to wield the Triforce of Courage, he fought for his people until his dying breath. Moreover, he was chosen to be reincarnated through time to continue defending against evil. This hero's name was Link.
Since Link's spirit had been reborn over and over, technically that means most Links are kind of the same guy. It's a real link to the past, which is probably why he's so skilled with tons of different weapons, like his Hylian shield, and of course, the Master Sword.
The Master Sword is no ordinary...
So he's been reincarnated. I didn't know that. Well, I hadn't really looked that deep into Zelda stuff, so I had to go back and play some of the old games. So I don't know. I just hadn't really just couldn't really get into it like I wanted to.
Blade. Infused with sacred energy, it is evil's bane incarnate, capable of destroying magical barriers, dispelling curses, and slaying immortal monsters.
But nothing's more badass than its laser beams and skyward strike. He can even charge it with lightning. You like that, like?
Link's carried hammers, clubs, spears, even boomerangs, and his talent with a bow is second to none. He has fire, ice, and shock arrows, and his light arrows possess holy magic. But the ancient arrows instantly consign foes to oblivion, appearing to either transport them to another dimension or crush them into nothingness.
And these souped-up weapons have come in handy. Link's had his fair share of tussles defending the world from foes like Ganon, Vati, and Majora.
Link has survived rolling through lava, and while wearing the Golden Gauntlet or Titan's Mitts, been strong enough to lift stone weighing well over 10,000 tons.
And the Force Sword lets him split up into copies of himself. Talk about multitasking!
With the Ocarina of Time, Link can summon storms, teleport across the land, and even travel through time with song.
But some of that doesn't hold a candle to the Sheikah Slate. That thing can set remote bombs, move objects magnetically, and totally stop time for things. And it can summon his Master Cycle Zero.
Motorcycles are all well and good, but his sailcloth is certainly a more elegant way to move around.
So he's got a lot of cool stuff, but sometimes he's got to get sneaky about it. While he may be tough, Link can't always win fights with brute force.
His claw shots are perfect for maneuvering around the environment, and his magic cape can turn him invisible.
I can think of a lot of ways that would come in handy.
Well, let's see. Dummy. Dummy.
Haha, got ya.
You know, Link's weapons are very effective against sassy robots.
Ooh, you can't see me coming now, can ya? Ha! Hey, why didn't you get hit?
Right, the magic cape also turns Link intangible.
Huh. Well, guess there's no punch line. Anyway, did you know Link's fast enough to roll away from BMOS lasers? Which are actual light beams. They burn things, move in a straight line, and the guide says they're lasers,
let's get
so...
to the battle now.
There!
As you can see, Link can dodge this laser at the moment it's fired. Given the distance between the two and the time frame, he would have to be moving 2 feet in just under 2 billionths of a second. About 1/10 the speed of light.
Now that's a reason to say, "Excuse me, princess," because if he didn't, no one would get out of the way in time.
But one item Link has isn't simply a mere vehicle to increase his speed or strength. The Triforce of Courage.
Spells, blues for supportive spells, and yellow.
I want to hear about Cloud now.
On the planet Gaia, run by the Shinra conglomerate, one young man wanted to be a strong protector of others. Just like his hero, Sephiroth, the elite member of Soldier. This was Cloud Strife.
The troops of Soldier are awesome! They get badass paramilitary weapons and get to cast magic from materia.
Materia is a byproduct of the life stream, an energy source that runs through the world.
Green materia casts offensive spells, blue's for supportive spells, and yellow has commands. But red's the most powerful, because they can summon giant monsters! No wonder Cloud wanted to be a part of Soldier so bad. I'd want to too if I could have a giant dragon god as a pet.
This is Bahamut Fury, among the most powerful summons in Final Fantasy history. Capable of annihilating a moon, a feat worth over 140 exatons of TNT.
Which Cloud totally survived after he made it into the Soldier program without any problems whatsoever. Nope, none at all. Is this too much foreshadowing?
Cloud's time as a soldier mercenary was, well, it never happened. Despite his own memories saying otherwise, Cloud actually failed to join the program at all.
Alright, bear with me here. See, Cloud had a friend, a first-class soldier named Zack Fair. They went through a bunch of wacky adventures together, then got kidnapped by some weird cultists who injected them with alien DNA and Mako energy that supercharged them. It's a long story.
Time and time again, Zack came to Cloud's rescue. Until one day, a rescue would be his final act.
But before he fell, he gifted Cloud his big old Buster Sword. Hey, what's a sword between bros? Especially when Zack had been there for Cloud so much in the past.
Like how Zack was the one who helped Cloud adjust to the fact that he had never become a member of Soldier.
Or how Cloud hadn't been the one who took the moon exploding either. That was Zack all along.
Cloud's own history had affected him so much that he unintentionally took Zack's as his own.
Jeez, sounds like he needs to do some heavy self-reflection.
Cloud struggled with confidence ever since he was rejected from the Soldier program. That, combined with the trauma from being kidnapped, experimented on, and watching his best friend die, fractured his sense of self.
You know, Cloud not being who he said he was reminds me of someone, Wiz.
What are you talking about?
You know, like how you faked your identity to avoid paying all those student loans and Homeland Security is still looking for you and...
Hey, did you know, despite how the game works, Cloud can use materia without a weapon? Isn't that neat? Anyway, realizing his memories were faulty sparked Cloud's journey of self-repair. Though he had failed to become part of Soldier, he probably shouldn't have, because he's been in many fights just as, if not more impressive than those of Zack's resume.
Remember that awesome dragon? He beat him! Bahamut's super strong, but also fast enough to fly between planets in seconds. Hell, Cloud can even fly too!
I guess. More like he's able to jump hundreds of yards up and hang in the sky and lunge around. Yeah, it's basically flight.
He can also use spirit energy for super attacks called limit breaks, like the classic Omni Slash.
He's also worn several different types of gear over the years, but the one he's consistently kept is a certain ribbon which defends him from the majority of status effects, excluding time manipulation.
He's dodged bullets, lasers, and electric attacks. He's casually sliced buildings in half, can cast literal nuclear explosions with his flare materia, and he even beat that handsome devil Sephiroth. I don't know how Sephi survived being impaled by a sword that's literally wider than he is, but Cloud got to kick his ass multiple times.
Even coming face to face with Sephiroth's ultimate attack, Supernova.
Along the way, Cloud also destroyed Shinra. That's one way to get back at the folks who refuse to hire you. Oh, and he got an even cooler sword too. Get rid of that sentimental Buster Sword, Buster, because the Fusion Sword isn't here to play.
With the Fusion Sword
came a new
version.
crap. The skippable ones
Version of Cloud.
are better
One
than the
who worked
non-skippable
hard to
ones.
resolve his personal issues and overcame any foe, mental
Ones
or
you can't
physical,
skip suck.
in his way.
So
They
all
force
that
you to
on
watch
top
them all.
of beating Sephiroth 3 whole times proves Cloud puts up one hell of a fight.
Despite Cloud's frustrating start as a young man with unattainable dreams, he grew up to become far more than he
Let's
could
see
have
here.
imagined.
After saving the world more than once, Cloud Strife deserves the hype.
Stay where you belong. In my memories.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
But first, if you want to last as long in bed as Link and Cloud do fighting gods, check out Blue Chew.
I guess.
This episode of Death Battle is brought to you by Blue Chew.
Guys, it's been one heck of a year.
I don't care.
Oh, great. Excuse me?
Let's mosey, asshole. Nothing to it.
KO! Yes,
I think in the first one he beat Cloud. I guess they redid it.
Link thought it was time to split. Too soon? Yeah,
Link had an incredibly versatile arsenal available to him, given the abilities he had from his various weapons and masks.
And with stuff like the Sheikah Slate and Ocarina, the guy had so much to throw at Cloud that he could have easily gotten overwhelmed.
Even with that against him, Cloud could match much of Link's arsenal with both his materia and superhuman ability. Link may have won a few fights with his time stop, but so would Cloud. For our purposes of determining who would win the most often, these essentially cancel each other out.
Link's Master Sword and Triforce of Courage helped him counter some of Cloud's materia. Like, he wasn't getting turned into a toad or anything, but Cloud's ribbon could do a lot of the same, especially against those fire, ice, and shock arrows.
Since both had multiple ways to counter each other's more magic-based moves, and both had incredible healing spells, this really came down to their baser abilities.
Like how Link dodging lasers put him at a tenth the speed of light, but Cloud kept up with Bahamut, who flew between planets in 12 seconds.
Since
I want to watch Batman and Iron Man. This Demon Slayer guy. I ain't interested in that just yet. Where's the Batman one? There we go. There it is.
I use Rocket Lawyer to make sure my business is on a solid foundation, because I'm a contractor, not a lawyer. That's why I trust Rocket Lawyer. They have all the legal documents I need to get the job done. I can tell you what type of wood this is just by looking at the grain.
I don't care.
Right now, use code BATTLE at checkout at Adam and Eve and
This be the last one for right now.
For 50% off.
But what's better than getting something for half off?
Getting something for free.
I don't want to watch them all.
Even better than that, getting 10 things for free.
Enter offer code BATTLE at checkout and get 10 free gifts.
That's a fun gift for him, a special item for her, and a third gift you'll both enjoy.
And 6 free movies.
Plus free shipping.
Don't miss out. That's offer code BATTLE, BATTLE, BATTLE at checkout at adamandeve.com.
Remember, offer code BATTLE at checkout at adamandeve.com for 50% off almost any one item and 10 free gifts.
Batman, DC's vengeful crusader of the night.
Iron Man, Marvel's genius billionaire playboy philanthropist.
These two mortal men have used their intellect and determination to take their place alongside gods.
And being filthy, stinking rich sure doesn't hurt either. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Another phony commercial.
The Prime Early Access sale on October 11th and 12th.
I don't
Get
care.
early access and feel like a big deal.
I don't care.
Home run after home run. Every time the Braves hit one, Truist donates $755.
I'm not a baseball fan. I don't care.
That's right, he's back. In case you're one of the many psycho supervillains stalking the streets of Gotham City, I would make peace with whatever god you pray to, because they won't save you from the goddamn Batman.
But before he dressed like a giant rodent and employed little boys in booty shorts as meat shields, he was Bruce Wayne, scion of the multi-billion-dollar company Wayne Enterprises.
Until Mommy and Daddy got 360 no-scope, leaving Bruce with a void inside him that could only be filled by the never-ending quest for justice and vengeance.
That night, Bruce Wayne died, and the Batman was born. He would devote his life to perfecting his body and mind to become more than human. He would transcend his own mortality into legend, a nightmare to haunt evildoers till the end of time.
Jesus Christ! I feel like Zoloft and therapy would work too, but okay, whatever works.
Batman's resume is absurd. He's mastered 127 martial arts, trained in stealth and assassination, and is a super genius with a photographic memory. He's the world's greatest detective, bar none.
Like how the League of Shadows needs to keep erasing Batman's memories because he keeps finding their secret bases. Or the time he found a dead body with no entry or exit wound and a 40-year-old bullet nearby, and somehow determined it must have been fired backwards in time.
Despite being a master marksman, escape artist, forensic scientist, mechanical engineer,
and ninja,
one of Batman's assets stands above them all.
His fat stacks! Vance has poured his billions into tactical armor and gadgets for every conceivable situation. If there's one word to describe Batman, it's prepared.
Made of reinforced Kevlar and titanium, his batsuit can resist knives and gunfire, and even protected him from this massive explosion. Judging by the size of the detonation, Batman's distance from the epicenter, and the surface area of his body, he must have withstood a blast of nearly 60 tons of TNT.
His cowl comes with night vision, infrared, and a radio, while his utility belt is chock full of smoke bombs, nerve toxins, a grappling hook, and batarangs, which he can control midair and set to explode.
It was these tools that allowed Batman to wage his one-man war on crime.
But once he got over his angsty loner phase, he helped found the Justice League of America in order to bring his personal brand of Bat Justice to the entire world.
And Batman's knack for schemes and preparation skyrocketed the match, turning him into the Bat God we all know and mean. Like the time he developed a backup personality that would ensure he functions as Batman in case of a psychological attack that drove him mad. A backup human operating system. Like a computer, but it's his brain.
He even has plans tailored to his teammates' weaknesses should they ever go rogue. He's developed contingencies for everything, which is why Bats comes prepared with extra suits for any occasion.
Like his Nightfall exosuit to battle Bane, or the Justice Buster, which he obviously designed to combat the Justice League. He even got a final Batsuit from his sixth dimensional self that can rewrite your mind.
But my favorite is his stylish zebra suit, which he wore after getting weird Magneto powers. They just made his suit look like this for some reason. There's also the Rainbow Batman suit, the Suit of Sorrows, and of course, the Bat Nipples. Chicks dig the Bat Nipples. All paid for with the Bat credit card. Never leave the cave without it.
But perhaps his greatest suit of armor, the one designed to put him on the same level of insane mind-bending power as his League teammates, is the Hellbat.
AKA the single coolest looking thing ever invented.
Forged by Superman in the heart of the sun, each member of the Justice League contributed to this monstrous mech's abilities.
And boy does it show, the Hellbat is absolutely hardcore.
Made of nanokinetic mesh, it can shapeshift around Batman's body and operates via telepathic link.
It can fly, turn invisible, and
Probably
fire a
comic book thing.
bat-shaped
I
jet
hadn't seen
laser.
it in any
And by
anime.
diverting all the suit's power,
Any animated series or anything.
into
It's
his
probably
fist,
comic book
he
stuff.
can use the Devastator, a punch powered by Wonder Woman's strength, and she's strong enough to yank the friggin' Earth around. Though it does have a 95% chance of giving old Bats a heart attack.
Which he has given himself to save all of Gotham City on at least one occasion. It's that level of insane drive that pushed him to use the Hellbat in his one-man invasion of Apocalypse in order to bring his son back to life.
You know, Apocalypse, home to the god of evil himself, Darkseid. Batman stared down the final boss of DC Comics and actually kicked his ass.
This is incredible, considering Darkseid is a being strong enough to destroy entire universes and fast enough to fly to the edge of the universe in seconds. Since the DC universe is significantly larger than our own, that would be over 600 quintillion times the speed of light.
That same Darkseid avatar even took a Shoryuken from Alan Scott, who was amped up from the energy of the multiverse. And Bats cleaned his clock just as hard.
But this incalculable strength is drawn from Batman's own life force, specifically his metabolism. Should any fight with the Hellbat go on too long, Batman may succumb to its hunger before finishing the fight himself. Or absorb someone else's biomass for fuel. That works too.
So basically, you'd have to be completely batshit insane to pilot this thing. And Bats, is... Yeah, sorry to break it to you, but the grown man that wears his underwear on the outside isn't all there.
In keeping with being a perfectionist, though, he's completely aware of this. That's why he does not kill. Because if he did, he understands that he can't trust himself to know when to stop.
Batman has outsmarted the nigh-omniscient Metron, defeated his dark counterpart, the Batman Who Laughs, and humiliated Superman in a one-on-one fight. No, wait, that one's not canon. That one he technically had help. Yeah, that one!
Although many of his greatest accomplishments have been aided by his exceptional prep work and foreknowledge, he's no stranger to being put on the spot, even in the face of Armageddon. Who else would kick the Spectre, the Angel of Wrath, God's divine judgment, in the face, and then tell him to get the hell out of his city?
I'll tell you who. The goddamn motherfucking na-na-na-na-na Batman!
My parademons arrive soon.
Think I haven't planned for this?
I'm just going to click random stuff, and something I'm sure is going to come to me, because that's without this kit.
I'm going to click something random. That.
You would be forgiven for doubting the destiny of genius, billionaire, playboy, philanthropist Tony Stark.
Yeah, 'cause you can add massive prick to that list too.
Tony's parents died when he was still young, leaving the mind-bogglingly brilliant prodigy to inherit a multi-billion-dollar tech company.
With mommy and daddy's purse strings, Tony decided to live it up and down in booze and the ladies.
Which was problematic considering he made his fortune as a part of a military-industrial complex, selling devastating high-tech arms to the highest bidder.
And Tony got to see his handiwork firsthand when it literally blew up in his face.
Tony never had much of a heart to begin with, but after that, he literally had even less. Unlike so many men of weaker spirit, though, Tony refused to give up. He was made of tougher stuff. He was made of iron.
So he built himself a robot suit to bust the hell out of there. And when he got back to the good old US of A, he devoted his life to protecting the world from the kinds of weapons he helped make by making an even better robot suit and becoming a superhero.
I am Iron Man.
Building new suits of armor wasn't just a hobby for Tony, but an obsession. Over the course of his long career as a founding member of the Avengers, he has constructed dozens of different models, which he can call to him at once like a literal one-man army.
Most of his armors come with the same basic toolkit: super strength, massively hypersonic flight, and repulsor blast.
Repulsors are extremely dense beams of
I don't see
nuanced,
Batman comparing to
unstable
this
subatomic
on any level.
particles similar to electrons.
Any
They're
level.
actually really interesting. See, they're classified as leptons, which don't have any known substructures. Just sort of like...
It's a laser!
Just suck the fun out of it. His armors also come with onboard AI, like Friday, which can hack into enemy technology, command his other suits to fight remotely, and operate down to the picosecond. That's 1/trillionth of a second.
Even outdated armors are strong enough to blow up a chunk of rock as big as Manhattan. By taking a look at its speed, Tony's armor would have had to be hidden with an energy of nearly 300 teratons of TNT. That's 3 times stronger than the asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs.
Years spent defending the Earth has conditioned Tony to be prepared for any threat imaginable, and he has an armor for almost any occasion.
He's got an armor to bust Hulks, an armor to bust Thors, an armor that can turn intangible, a super tiny armor that can mess with your insides, and an armor made of white sticky alien goo. Definitely not legal in all 50 states.
Gross. In order to remain as flexible as possible, though, his standard go-to is the Model Prime. It has all the classic Iron Man staples and has even incorporated size changing for extra strength, an invisible stealth mode,
And a badass lightning samurai sword! Say what you want about the smug son of a bitch, but he's definitely got style. And crippling alcoholism. But look who's talking!
It was more than likely that same devil-may-care attitude that led to Tony revealing his secret identity to the world, which I guess had no consequences.
Numbers move you, but some can stop you in your tracks, like the tens of thousands of people who were diagnosed with certain HPV-related...
I really don't care.
Look, Wiz, when you build a space laser strong enough to wipe out alien fleets in one shot, I don't think the Mandarin is going to interrupt your shawarma lunch date.
That space laser is a Dyson sphere, a speculative superstructure that is meant to encircle an entire star and harness its energy. Something only possible by a theoretical Type 2 civilization on the Kardashev scale.
It's basically when you're galaxy-brained enough to draw power from the entire solar system.
Forward now, let's fight.
The Prime Early Access Sale on October 11th and 12th. Get
I don't care
early
about this
access
garbage.
And feel like a big deal.
So what? Don't care. Don't care.
Hey,
At all.
Bats! Now, I can respect a man with a healthy sense of paranoia and billions to spare, but Steve and Nat are really up my ass about this. Take the Watchtower offline now.
Bruce, you don't want this fight, Tony. It'll be the biggest mistake of your life. Clark, do you read me? The Watchtower is being attacked.
Seriously, Bats? I figured out hacking in the 2nd grade. How do you think I got in here? Aside from... Really, Bruce? This sticks? I thought we were grown-ups here.
Ready when you are.
Friday, I need Soul's Hammer online pronto. Match my coordinates. I'll try to... Oh.
What did you expect? I am Batman.
And I am Iron Man. I've got a suit for everything, Bats, including busting wannabe gods like you.
Bust this.
Had to divert some power to hacking that suit. Like I said, second grade. Friday, fire the hammer!
Holy shit! No more armors, Tony. Just you and me. Man to man.
Well, man to genius billionaire playboy.
Maybe just one more.
Model 58, the nano armor. Snuck it into your body back on the watchtower. Friday, initiate self-destruct. Friday, I could really use a drink.
So you need to move your business online. Go to Fiverr.
Oh, come on! You know if they fought naked, Batman would have beat the shit out of him.
While Batman is a character defined by his tenacity, preparedness, and utter genius, so is Tony Stark. So neither could rely on that skill set alone to pull them through.
And it shouldn't come as a surprise. Batman's standard Batsuit couldn't quite hold up to the firepower of even the most basic Iron Man armors. The Batsuit is surprisingly tough, sure, but it isn't taking hits from a dude that can punch apart Manhattan. And despite Bats having a ton of nifty gadgets, Iron Man's armors were way more varied and powerful. With so many unique and often alien abilities, there was no way Bats could predict all of them.
With time, he could certainly figure out a plan of attack, but since Tony is just as much a genius schemer as Batman, he could do the same.
There are lots of cases where he would have won, especially with his ace in the hole, the Hellbat.
The Hellbat's raw power and speed absolutely dwarfed the majority of Iron Man's arsenal, and could have killed him immediately were it not for Tony's own trump cards.
Like the Godbuster, which was definitely strong enough to contend with it. The Hellbat could take on Darkseid, but a weaker version of the Godbuster could hold its own against Celestials.
Darkseid was a being capable of threatening the multiverse with his power and moving many times faster than light, but the Celestials were capable of the same.
With an armor that strong, Tony could buy himself enough time to break out all his other tricks, like sneaking nano armors into Batman's body, phasing through him with ghost tech, draining the Hellbat's power, or just hacking his suit and shutting it off.
And with an army of armors at his beck and call, Tony could certainly hold Batman off long enough to employ those strategies. Hell, since he can control them remotely, he technically didn't even need to be there and put himself in harm's way.
And remember, the Hellbat used Batman's own life force as a battery. He needed to end the fight quick or else his own armor would kill him first. With Tony throwing an army at him, he didn't have a good way of doing that. Tony just had way too much shit to throw at Batman, while Batman didn't have the time or options he needed to keep up.
Batman may have been a god among men, but Iron Man's wealth of gadgets, insanely powerful tech, and greater mechanical experience allowed him to crush the Caped Crusader.
You might think it's an injustice that Batman's gonna need avenging, but Iron Man was in a whole nother league.
The winner is Iron Man.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody, I hope you enjoyed that
It
episode.
figures. I figured he'd win because, yeah. There's no way Batman would stand a chance. Another one I wanted to see. I'll watch it tomorrow.
This is RM19. This
I'll watch it tomorrow, probably
1971
tomorrow
Dodge
morning.
Challenger.
I don't care.
His birthday.
And to celebrate,
I don't care about that stuff. I'll watch the rest of them tomorrow. I'll watch some more tomorrow. I'll probably be doing a few of them each day of death battles, and I'll be watching different things. Like I said, I got to recharge myself because I'm not really in the Dragon Ball content right now. If some newsworthy happens tomorrow, I'll do a news stream. The Jerry Springer thing had a real good turnout, so if something else comes up, I think I got a couple things to talk about current events wise, so I might do something tomorrow related to current events. I haven't had any really real good ideas lately, so I'll probably watch some more. If I don't have anything, if I don't see anything I really just want to talk about, I'll watch some more, do some more death battle or something. Watch some cool stuff. But yeah, that was pretty much it for today. I don't have anything else. I'll catch y'all later.